Hey guys and girls, how's it going? And welcome to Feed the Beast Infinity with myself, Lewis. Hope you're brilliant, having yourself a great day, as always. Yes, this is the new Feed the Beast pack. It's their pack that has a little bit of everything in it. And I thought, you know, why not? We have Greg Tech currently going on, and we have, you know, some HQM and whatnot. But we haven't really got a series that allows me to just put my hair down, if I had long hair, and just enjoy myself. And this is kind of one of those packs where you can just kind of toddle along and do what you need to do. You know, people call it the kitchen sink pack, and I think that's a very good fitting way to describe it. But some people like kitchen sink packs, and personally I like a little bit of everything. You know, give me HQM, give me a little bit of easiness, and give me a bit of Greg Tech, and I'll take it all in my stride. But yeah, we're just going to be playing this. We're going to be going around, we're going to be making some machines, we're going to be exploring some of the newish mods and what they've got to offer and all that good stuff. I'm currently down doing a bit of mining. I've been playing for about 8 hours then. Nowhere near that. I've been playing for about 2 to 3 hours so far, and I've got myself a little bag, and I got a house made, and I'm currently getting some ores, because I didn't think you guys wanted to see the general setup of punching wood. That's a little bit boring, and to be honest, it's been done millions of times. So I thought we would kind of leave that one out, but yeah. And the reason we're down here at the minute is because I found something that is great to start off a new series. Oh yes, diamonds. I found diamonds down in this pit, and we're going to grab these, and it's going to be glorious. I'm going to make sure they don't disapparate, because I'll be gutted. Come on, there we go. How many do you think we got? I'm going to go with 4. 4 diamonds. 1, 2, 3. No, we got 3. Oh, I was really hoping for 4 there. Oh well. That's fine. Maybe we'll find some more if we keep looking around. But yeah, so this pack's got absolutely tons in it. Loads and loads of mods, loads of cool things. There's some bits in here I haven't actually ever played with, so I'm kind of excited to get those into. I noticed it's got like the RF tools in here. I can't remember how you spell it, but it's got all those in there. And it's even got like RF powered solar panels from Solar Expansion, which are pretty cool. So maybe we'll go into some of those, because I've never played with any of those before. We've got Industrial Craft, Build Craft, we have Genetic Bees, we have the Ender Zoo, so we have Concussion Creepers, which is always a good laugh. So I kind of don't want one of those guys to blow up, otherwise it's going to send me to an unknown place of somethingness. But hey, there we go. So I got some diamonds, which is great, redstone, ruby, cinnabar. This is all I've gathered so far, plus I've got more back at my base. And, yeah. So I think we're going to make our way over there now, and I'll meet you back, and we'll start crafting our first machines. And here we are, welcome back to my little abode, as I would call it, here in this awesome plains of somethingness, the Outback. It is very Outbackish, isn't it? It's, you know, it's nothing special, but it's got a carpenter's door, so I guess you could call it fairly fancy. Now, for those of you that would like to know the seed, because I'm sure there's always some that would like to know the seed, well, there it is, I've already got it up. You can see it down there, bottom left-hand side. You can go and pump that in, and that will give you the seed for it. But you don't start here, you start there, like on that island right there. I was going to live there, originally I was going to live there, and then I realised there wasn't really much dirt, so farming, and there was no animals and whatnot, so I crossed here and then went down this way, and I found here, and I thought, well, that's not bad, you know, we're in the middle of a decent area of woodland, we've got loads of sand, we've got some oil areas, some lava pools, you know, sands, like, deserts are always really good for lava and oil. And, yeah, I kind of like the look of this place. Plus, it's got loads of acacia and jungle wood, so I was all over that. Plus, this granite from Chisel to the Granite. So, not bad. I've set up a little food area over here, which is good. We have got AgriCraft, which is one that I've never played with before. And this allows me to get seeds from things like this. See, we just got carrot seeds, and we'll get some potato seeds. Okay, we're not getting potato seeds today. But that's fine. You guys can all go inside here. There we go. Did we get any additional seeds? I don't think we did. No. Alright, let's pop all our stuff in the chest. You can see I haven't really done anything to do with machines yet, because I was kind of holding off on that until we started recording so that we could do all of it together. But that's, you know, that's the fun of it, isn't it? So let's get all this stuff inside here, and my bag, which is absolutely cram-packed. of good things. We've even got ender shards from all these endery guys that I've been disposing of. So I'll throw all of you in here. Now, we're going to go with the basic start. We're just going to go thermal expansion, I think. You know, it's easy, isn't it? It doesn't cost much, and it does the job. So we're going to go with that. Eventually, I would like to get myself a quarry made so that we can start quarrying things out. And I'm thinking I might set myself up a void age so that I can start building inside there. Because I've never built in a void age before, and it seems kind of cool. I was thinking I might do some... I wanted to make myself, if you ever watched Star Trek, this is the geeky side of me coming out now. I was thinking I could make like a Borg cube and it could look all cool inside and all technical and gibberish. That was my plan, but we'll have to see. I do like the idea of it, but hey. There we go, look, potato seeds from AgriCraft. I think this is kind of like IC2's breeding mechanics, because when you look at these guys, you can mix them together to make different things. So if I grab you, we go on uses, and we go across, we should be able to find it somewhere. Oh no, it's not these, is it? It's the seeds. That's the one. So if we have a look at the uses for the seeds, yeah, there we go. We can see crop mutation of potato and carrots gives us pumpkin seeds, and we can do potato and pumpkin to get bean seeds from Pam's Harvest Craft. So it looks like it kind of, you know, mix matches over to Pam's Harvest Craft as well, which is pretty cool. I like that. And we can make some funky crops from it. I don't know if I'm going to do any breeding, but I do like the idea of it. Okie dokie, so if we got everything out of the bag we have, let's put all our mob droppage into here. We'll get all used in here. If you want to know what texture pack I'm using the Unity texture pack. I really like the Unity texture pack. I think it looks pretty nice. And it doesn't cover everything, but it covers a few mods. And the ones that it does cover do look very fancy, and we're going to see that now because it does cover it in thermal expansion as well. So what are we going to want to make? Well, we're going to need to make ourselves some power, aren't we? So let's have a look at a dynamo that's going to be useful for us. I'm thinking I'm going to go something like a steam dynamo for the time being because, well, why not? We just need some copper, we need some redstone transmissions, which is some silver. So we need silver, and we need, let's have a look at the thermal ones for these. We need stone gears. I think I can do it with just a piece of iron. Yeah, there we go. So we'll do that. So we're going to cook up some iron. We're going to cook up some copper. Let's get that inside there, cooking up. Good stuff. We'll get a couple of bits of you. Boom. And we'll cook up a load of these. There we go. And don't the furnaces look really cool, though? I really like the look of the furnaces. They look proper funky. And we're also going to want to get our hands on some silver. So we'll cook up a little bit of silver as well. You need to go in there. You don't belong in the top one, you go in the bottom one. Alrighty then. And this is going to allow us to make some of these. So let's grab some of this. We'll get a little bit of this. And some of that. Now we're also going to need to get some water for this. But I think I'm just going to do it by barrel for, via a bucket for the time being. Unless we make an aqueous accumulator. I guess we could do that. Let's have a look. We're going to need some gears. We're going to need a pneumatic servo. Some redstone, some glass, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Yeah, do you know, why not? We're going to use it eventually. Let's make ourselves an aqueous accumulator. Why not? So I'm going to let these cook up, and we'll be right back. Alright, so this should be all the stuff that we need. Let's put this together. So we need our machine frame. There we go. And I've made a spare bucket. Now we should be able to throw this together to get our aqueous accumulator. Venas. And I think we're going to pop you under here for the time being. So we'll pop you there. And we'll do this. So if we get rid of you, and you two guys can go away for the time being. Venas. And you can go down there. Let's get us a little bit of water, because he's going to need his water before he can do his thing. And we've got a little bit more out this way. Let's go get that. So yeah, this is the first episode. We just need to do the basics, and then we'll get into more advanced stuff later on. I want to get a quarry up and running as soon as possible, but I'm thinking I might use the diamonds that I got to throw together a quick turtle and do it that way, because I'm pretty sure we have computer craft. Yeah. I was about to say, I'm pretty sure this has computer craft. We have pretty much most of the mods you'd expect in here. So you have like Britannia, computer craft, you have all your magic mods, tech mods, all that stuff, which is great. There's no limitations, so we can just kind of mess about and do whatever we please. Alrighty then. So now we've got that, let's make our dynamo. So we've got some of this. We're going to need some copper gears. We need a redstone transmission coil. Copper gear is going to be a little bit like this. So we're going to have a couple of irons. like so. Brilliant. And we're also going to want ourselves one of these. And poof. Cool beans. Alright. And you're going to go right there. You should start filling up. Yeah, Steam Dynamo doing his thing. Let's pop you back. Like that. Brilliant. And where should we have our machines? I think I'll have them along here with the power going along the bottom. I think that's going to look nice. Now, this guy's going to put out 80 RF, I believe, at maximum. And our basic machines for our, what do you call it? Pulverizing and our smelting are going to use a little bit more than that. So we're going to need a few things. We're going to need the regular one, which is going to be a frame. We're going to need some copper bits and bobs, and we're also going to need a piston, as well as our furnace, which is going to need a few other bits as well. So let's start by making some pistons. So we'll get some wood, and we'll grab some cobblestone, and let's throw this together. So a little bit of this. There we go. And we're going to want another one of these machine frames, which means we're going to probably need ourselves a little bit more silver. So let's cook up one more silver while we're at it. There we go. So we've got some silver. I'm going to cook up some more tin as well. So let's get a little bit more tin cooking. There we go. And now we should be able to make this. So it's this. A little bit of you. And let's do it this way. Cool beans. So we got that. We've got that. We need one of you. Oh, means we need a little bit of gold as well. That's fine. We can do that. So we'll get you cooking. Cool beans. And we're also going to need some flint. I don't know if I have any flint, but I do have some gravel. So let's do this. There would be one. And there would be two. Very good. Boom. One redstone reception coil. And I think that's most of it. We just need some copper gears, don't we? So let's make a couple more copper gears. Boom. One pulverizer. Very nice. So you can go up here like that. And then we'll have our pulverized stuff going into our furnace. So let's throw together a quick furnace. Here we go. So we need a redstone furnace. So we're going to need to do a little bit more of you and you and you. Why not? So we'll do this. And we need a tin gear. Boom. And we're also going to need to get ourselves some more iron. So let's quickly cook up last bits of iron. And then once we've done this, we'll start using all this stuff so we can start doubling all our ores. Good times. Alright, so we need the iron for that. We need to make some more copper gears, which we need for that. We need the redstone reception coil, which we haven't got just yet. So let's throw together another redstone reception coil. And we're also going to need some bricks. I actually don't think I have any clay. We might have to go grab ourselves a little bit of clay. Oh, yes. So I'm kind of interested to know what you guys think we should do in this series, because it's, like I said, it's going to be a bit more of a laid back one for me. I'm just going to kind of take my time and potter around and make some machines and whatnot, which I love doing. But if we have any long-term kind of ideas, I'd be interested to know what you guys think and what we should be making, because I think for power we'll probably go something like big reactors, because, well, big reactors gives out an absolute buttload of power, doesn't it? So we're probably going to go with something like that. And what if we've got any around here? Any clay near? No. Oh, that was a little bit dangerous right there. Let's keep going over this way, see if we can find ourselves a little bit of clay. I don't ever find any clay in these biomes and those little water areas, so I guess we're going to have to go a little bit further over this way. We should find an absolute buttload over here. Yeah, I can already see the clays. Good times. Let's go grab some of this from over here. And we'll take a little bit of that. Cool beans. So yeah, I'd like to make like certain ages for different things. So if we had like a age for magic, we'd have the age of magic, and then we could have like the age of technology and the age of animals. I don't know where I'm going with that one. We can have an age of many other things. It's going to be glorious, and then we can keep everything in there, and we can do it that way. This is currently running on a server, but it's actually running on my home server, so it's not a it's not like a public one. It's it's a small one, so it's really only sizable for one person. But at least it means I can keep my machines going. I was considering seeing if anyone had a server together that I could get involved in, but I'm not 100% sure just yet. And I don't really know any people that I'm friends with who have a server up and running. So I'm gonna keep my eyes peeled. But for now, I'm quite happy just doing it on here and doing my own thing. So, let's make ourselves some of these. We're going to need 8 bricks, and we're also going to need some more iron gears. Let's make this. There we go. Boom. Ooh. Cool. Machine frame. And what else do we need? We need some copper gears. We need those. We need that stuff. We need some more copper. Kappa. Let's get that cooking. There we go. And we're starting to get our bricks now, so we can start throwing these together. Good stuff. So not bad. I kind of like this place. Don't you think it looks alright? I think it looks alright. I really like the chiseled granite blocks. I think they look real nice, because these are all done by chisel. And so are these totem poles, plus so are these torches, which are known as Torch Error Chisel 2. They remind me of like the little Chinese lanterns. I think that's what they're meant to be, but they do look kind of nice. I do like that. I want to go with more of a rural approach to building this time. I think this house kind of does it. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's basically just a big square, but it's all right. And the red sand makes it look very nice. Although if we had a creeper go off, we would very much be in a spot of bother. So now that we've got that, let's make the other set of these. We've got enough to make our gears that we need. So let's throw together a few more gears. There we go. Some more copper gears. And I think we could be done. Yeah, 1 redstone furnace. Let's pop you there. So let's tell this guy where to put all the things. So we know that on this side we want orange and red. So we're going to have it as this color, as the orange color, so it does both. Ba-boom, ba-boom. We want this as our input, and we're going to have that side as our output. We're also going to have the input on the top of this one, which is there already anyway. Now we just need to sort out our power. So I think what I'm going to do is, to make sure that we don't waste anything, I'm going to quickly throw together a lever. I know, pretty technical, right? Making a lever. Poof, there we go. And let's get some power cables going. So this guy requires 40, and this guy requires 20. So we're going to be making, we're going to have 20 RF spare for anything that we want to do, which is great. So we know that these are going to be running at full efficiency. But let's look at the power cables that we have, and we're going to probably use the Buildcraft ones. So let's check these out. So we want pipes, and we want the kinesis pipes. So the wooden kinesis pipe does 320, the cobblestone is 80, so we can get away with doing a cobblestone kinesis pipe for the time being. Also going to need a little bit more sand. I think we can cook this up. Let's give this a try. Go on, get in there. You know you want to. There we go. Inventory tweaks is just a little bit weird. I don't know why ever since 1.7.10 came out, I've always found inventory tweaks to be a little bit broken. And I'm not 100% sure why, but it just seems like it is. So let's make ourselves some cobblestone pipes. We'll give a bit of redstone, so we have the kinesis pipes. I'm not sure if we can do that, but I think it might need to be... Yeah, it's not going to work, is it? It's the only problem with these is you have to use the wooden pipes to be able to output the power. So we'll do that though. So let's get a little bit of wooden pipe in this business. There we are. And we only need 1 of you. Cool. So we can do that. We're also going to need ourselves a redstone engine. Although we could... No, we'll use a redstone engine. Why not? This does mean we're going to need to get ourselves some iron. We need some redstone. We need some wood. We also need some cobblestone, because we're going to need to make ourselves another piston, which is fine. So we'll grab one of you. Cool, cool. And we're going to need some wooden gears, so let's get ourselves some sticks. There we go. And these guys are cheap as chips, which is great, so we'll do that. Hey, I just got myself an achievement. Alright. And we'll make ourselves one of these. So let's pop you. Where should we put it? We should put it here. We can put it here. Yeah. Let's pop you there. Cool, cool. And we'll have that. And it looks like we are good to go. So I'm going to pop that one there for that. And let's get ourselves another one. Because why not? There we go. And we'll pop you there. Brilliant. So we can put some fuel into this and we can start making our power. So I'm going to use a little bit of coal, because why not? Let's give it 10 bits of coal for the time being. It's going to start doing its thing. There we go. And that's coming out of there. And oh, do we not need the redstone engine? Maybe we don't. It doesn't look like it. Well, that's fine. I'm cool with that. If we don't have to use the redstone engine, I am more than happy about that. But it doesn't look like it. The power's coming out of the wooden pipe. So all is good. Although this redstone engine doesn't want to break. It's like, come on, break. You know you want to. Do we not use axes to break these guys? I thought we did. Ah, there we go. Good stuff. Cool, cool. Alright. So we got that set up. I think I can set this to be high. That should stop. Yes, I can turn it back on. Good stuff. So we can start filling these up, and then it will do this one. And you know what? I think we are done. Let's get ourselves a couple of chests just to have somewhere to put all of our gubbins. We'll have a random chest here as our output, and as our input, you know what we're going to make? We're going to make ourselves, if I have enough iron, let's have a look. We don't have enough iron, but that's fine because we now have this. So let's get ourselves a little bit of you up in there. Good stuff. And we're going to, oh, that looks really fancy, doesn't it? Oh, I do like that. We can start doubling our ores now, which is great. We're going to make ourselves a hopper. Yes. Because hoppers are cool. Let's get ourselves some acacia. We'll make ourselves 2 chests. There we go. First chest will be my hopper. And we've already got another chest down there, which is great. So let's do this. We'll put you there. And we'll do you there like so. And now we have our all processing set up. Nice and cheap and cheerful. There we go. Good stuff. Let's get all of this in here, because I'm going to want all of this sorted out for the next few episodes so that we can really get deep into some more machinery. Yes. Cool, cool. And then we can have all of this coming into here. Is that going down into there? Iron. Iron, iron, iron. Yeah. And we've got our ferrous metal as well, which will get turned out into ferrous. I think I found some ferrous down there. I did. Yeah, good stuff. Cool beans. Alright, so we've got 3 diamonds left, so I think that's going to go into making myself a little turtle egg so that I can start digging the stuff out. My lord, it's going to be really weird to do any type of automatic digging and actually get something decent. After playing with GregTech for so long, it's very strange to go underground and find all these ores just sat there waiting for me. We even have dense ores, so we get, like, you know, triple the ore when we find one of those. It's absolutely insane. It's definitely a change of pace. But it's nice to have those 2 different change of paces, so I can do the GregTech and pull my hair out, and then when I'm done pulling my hair out for the day, I can come and play a little bit of this, and, you know, we can work on making some funky buildings without any restraints of ore processing or anything like that. It's a nice little blend for the channel, I think. Plus, with this, we can get into doing a few more kind of community build type things. So if you guys have any ideas on what we should be making, or you think of any really cool builds, then you need to let me know, because we can start doing those and it will look really cool. Oh yeah. I'm going to keep my eyes out for servers and things like that as well. So if I find any of my friends are doing any servers, I might jump on there with them. I don't know, we'll see. I'm happy to go out alone or together. It really doesn't bother me that much, but Good times. Alright guys, so not a great deal done today. You know, we started it off, we've got ourselves some ores, we've got a little bit of processing going, made some engines and things. I learnt something new. I learned that we don't need a redstone engine to do these. It's because I'm so used to doing it from having the... I actually really like that it shows the RF power down in the bottom left. Only just realised that. That's cool. I didn't even know it did that. And how are we looking in here? Yeah, making all the powery things. Good times. Cool beans. Alright guys, well if you're enjoying the series, you know it's the first episode, make sure to drop a like as it helps the channel out a great deal. And if you're new to the channel, of course you can subscribe to see more. Have yourself a great day, have a good one as always, and bye bye.